This protest at Michigan State House is protected by the First Amendment, but posts encouraging people to participate were silenced by Facebook. The social media giant reportedly yanking them because the event didn't urge participants to stay in their cars or wear masks as state guidelines require. Meanwhile, this video of a press conference given by 2 California doctors went viral.
I say, do we need to still shelter in place? Our answer is emphatically no.
After testing some 5,000 patients for COVID-19, Dr. Dan Erickson and his colleague concluded California's lockdown policies were creating more damage than the virus in their part of the state. They suggested only the vulnerable should be quarantined, while other Californians go back to work using guidelines like social distancing, wearing masks, and avoiding large crowds. Their video garnered more than 5 million views before YouTube took it down due to content that explicitly disputes the efficacy of local healthy authority recommended guidance on social distancing that may lead others to act against that guidance, according to a company statement offered to local media. Dr. Erickson tells CBN News his motivation was to simply discuss the trends discovered in his clinics.
This is what those of us on the front lines are seeing. I know that there's guys in Washington and they were using predictive models, and that's fine. I said, but locally, here's what I'm seeing.
Even though platforms like YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter seem like the public squares of our day, they're not.
You know, nobody reads the fine print when they sign up for Twitter or Facebook, and they don't understand that they're dealing with really a big private company that retains control over its platform.
In other words, the freedoms Americans have to air their opinions in the real public square don't always apply here. And that's a problem, especially when it comes to censoring information about the ever-changing pandemic. The big question, who's the keeper of the accepted wisdom?
Apparently they're going by what the World Health Organization is telling them. This is the same World Health Organization, of which there's now substantial evidence based on accusations that they did everything they could to minimize the threat of this virus.
And the censoring can often feel one-sided since it's conservative viewpoints that are routinely shut down.
Many of these social media organizations are frankly acting as if the American people are children, and that they are our parents who know better, and they should censor what we see and write. I have a lot more faith in the American people.
Dr. Erickson says his goal was and remains to be part of the solution.
Let's not bicker amongst each other and rip away our communication. Let's focus on using a rational approach to get Americans working again.
Prager University sued YouTube for blocking a number of its viral videos. Most recently, a federal appeals court in Seattle found YouTube is not a public forum subject to the First Amendment. Prager continues its fight in court. Jennifer Wishon, CBN News.
All right, Ashley, I'll turn to you and say, what do you think about all of this? These are platforms that I think are coming to dominate the conversation. When you add up Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, your YouTube, those are the dominant platforms.
Yeah. I would say it is frustrating that they are censoring typically very conservative, even Christian values. I've seen that, you know, in my own life, and so it's frustrating. But I do understand if information is not correct, then I don't know. It's like a give and take, truly. I mean, because I don't want to be bombarded by incorrect information and not backed up by fact. But then at the same time, shouldn't it be our choice to like what we ingest, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook? So it's up to us as to get the right information.
How much do you think it's linked to the 2016 election, where it seemed like there were intentional disinformation campaigns by foreign governments? How much of what we're currently seeing is a reaction to that?
I would say maybe a good bit. I don't know. Again, I just think it's up to us to determine. They aren't our parents. You know, they said that they're acting like our parents. Like, oh, we should take this down. It's, you know, it's our choice of what we ingest. So.
One of the best arguments for free speech is exactly that. Let us have competition in the marketplace of ideas. Free speech means you have a free exchange of ideas.
Yeah.
And in that process, the best idea is always going to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
It may take it some time.
Yeah.
You may have to deal with some temporary setbacks, but in the longer term, for your culture, for your society, it's that free exchange that ultimately is the best. When you start to doubt that you're getting the free exchange, when you start to think this platform is constricting or manipulating or creating an echo chamber, then things start to get a little strange in culture, and you start to see underground means of news, which I just think it all needs to be free and open.
Yeah.
We're currently seeing a lot of disinformation, frankly, coming out of China. That, you know, why won't they allow investigations? Why can't we find patient zero? Why did they destroy lab results? Why did they shut down that laboratory, not in Wuhan, but the one in Shanghai where they sequenced the virus?
Wow.
All of these things are very open questions and very real. We're going to see an increase, I think, and that's the prediction for the future, is that at some point in time, if the Democrats and Republicans can stop fighting one another, at some point in time, you're going to see regulation of Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, much like we've already have with broadcast networks, all coming under the Federal Communications Commissions. And then we'll see federal law saying that they have to open up. But that, you know, how do you draft a law for that? And how do you make that work for everyone involved? And at the same time, recognize these are private companies. Hello, I'm Gordon Robertson. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more encouraging videos like this one. Welcome to the 700 Club Interactive family, and God bless you.